Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves, and that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 27. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Brings up second.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He put everything he had into this one. That's cut at the 25. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, There's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the jaw and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's second and long. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's first and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say it. This guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
Television American Football Raising Hands. Television American Football Raising Hands. Television American Football Raising Hands.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars break the tie here in the 1st. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. To the air, Mahomes. That one connects. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Butker knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That pass caught by Strange. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Counter give to Etienne. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 25. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get 6 more on their early advantage. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw Mahomes. He keeps it and takes off. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
A gain of 15. And a first down, Chiefs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that that DB can cut off and take the other way.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up by an unforced error, and this is 3rd and 7. Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To Marquise Brown. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Throwing again, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them 1st and goal. And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Another throw for Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 2nd down.
Tough false start penalty. Now 8 to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4.
21. Chiefs 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Lawrence now off the play action. That one's complete over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Finds the football outside. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Thomas Jr. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. Move those chains. That's good for a Jackson.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action. Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On second down, it's Etienne. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Lawrence working from the gun. He has the first over the middle, and he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup, and that's a Jaguar first down.
Jaguars first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up first and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 17. He's going to tuck it and run. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to first and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First down and goal to go.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll run, Etienne. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Lawrence on third and goal. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Little knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. So the 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A 1st down carry from Pacheco. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. Mahomes finds him over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds Worthy complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate. It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Trying again following the sack. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. He gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here, and is this a spot we could see them go for it? Let's find out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game up.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars looking down a very long field. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
And Kansas City going to the dime look on 3rd down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Lawrence. He's running with it. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense set for a first and 10. And now it's Lawrence. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Go Chiefs, y'all.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Chiefs 24.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. Juke the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This time they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Pressure coming for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running is Pacheco. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. This is Pacheco. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Needing 9 now on this 3rd down thanks to that false start penalty. Now it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Butker knocks it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, where he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive.
Desktop computer satellite antenna American football bullseye. V. Desktop computer satellite antenna American football bullseye.
First and 10.
Desktop computer satellite antenna American football bullseye. Desktop computer satellite antenna American football bullseye.
They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. And they send a man in motion. Lawrence facing third and long. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. It's Pacheco again. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
A less than ideal third and 8 here. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, it's a difficult on
Mobile
the
phone red
defense.
circle American football 100 points.
That'll be incomplete to start the
Mobile
new set of
phone red
downs.
circle American football
Travis
100
Kelce, the intended
points.
target.
B.
And now it's second down.
Defense
Mobile
doubled
phone
him,
red
knowing
circle
that was where the
American
pass was
football
likely
100
headed. A
points.
bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Number 87, Travis Kelce. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a third-quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
The score, Chiefs 38, Jaguars 31.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Etienne again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down.
Loudspeaker desktop computer American football studio microphone. Loudspeaker desktop computer American football studio microphone.
First down, ball at the
Loudspeaker desktop
36.
computer American football studio microphone. Loudspeaker desktop
They go right
computer
back to
American
Etienne.
football studio microphone.
He's going to pay off this first down run
Loudspeaker
with a nice
desktop
pickup of
computer
9.
American football
I
studio
gotta really rack
microphone.
my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's ETN on first down. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Working inside the red zone. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now it's a bootleg for him. On him quick, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again.
Television Red Circle American Football Mobile Phone.
It's 4th and goal.
Television Red Circle American Football Mobile Phone. Television Red Circle American Football Mobile Phone. Trophy yellow smiling. 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 Trophy yellow smiling.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line.
Clapperboard satellite antenna American football collision. Clapperboard satellite antenna American football collision.
3rd and a lone yard
Clapperboard
coming up.
satellite antenna American football collision. Clapperboard satellite antenna American
Here's Mahomes
football
on the sneak.
collision.
They were loaded and ready for
Clapperboard
that sneak, weren't
satellite
they? They stopped
antenna
him at the
American
line. No
football
gain.
collision.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Chiefs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Putting the tight end in motion. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Who else? Kelsey's got another. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down, Chiefs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
After the 3-yard pickup,
Hourglass
it's
purple
2nd
sand
and 7.
orange. Hourglass purple sand orange. Hourglass purple
From the
sand
39.
orange. Hourglass purple sand
This one is
orange.
hit by a
Hourglass
defender and
purple
winds
sand
up
orange.
incomplete.
Hourglass purple sand
Trying
orange.
to force one through there.
Clapperboard
So now
globe
they're
with
gonna have to figure out
Meridian's
this 3rd
American
down.
football headphone.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging
Clapperboard
this
globe
guy
with
in a close
Meridian's
game,
American
you are
football
tempting
headphone.
fate. You got one hand on it,
Clapperboard
he
globe
gets
with
2, it
Meridian's
could have gone
American
the other
football
way.
headphone.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd
Clapperboard
down on what
globe
is the
with
9th
Meridian's
play of this
American
drive.
football headphone.
Here's Mahomes. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw, Mahomes finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Dog 5, dog 5, dog
Back to
5.
throw, Mahomes.
Dog
This
5,
throw is
dog
caught.
5, dog 5.
And he has it down to the
Dog
8-yard line on the
5,
play.
dog 5, dog 5.
This defense didn't
Dog
give up
5,
contain there,
dog
Kate.
5,
That was an
dog
instance
5.
where the more exciting
Dog
plays were
5,
taken
dog
away
5,
downfield.
dog 5.
Even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. They'll run it with Pacheco. Oh, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Face American
I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Upside down face. Upside down face American football upside down face.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
45. Jaguars 34.
Stop watch blue hand timer. 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 Stop watch blue hand timer.
And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First and 10 now from the 30. Now we give to ETN running right. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Running back sent in motion left.
Globe with Meridian's American Football Satellite Antenna Mobile Phone. Globe with Meridian's American Football Satellite Antenna Mobile Phone.
That's a gain of
Globe
10
with
and
Meridian's American Football Satellite Antenna Mobile Phone. Elbow
It takes a
bomb,
certain
elbow
level of
bomb.
fearlessness, craziness to
Elbow
work
bomb,
over the middle of
elbow
the field in this league.
Elbow
You're fighting
bomb,
through guys as you
elbow
go,
bomb.
and all the while you
Elbow
know
bomb,
you can take a
elbow bomb.
lick at any time.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Blitz coming, Lawrence. Steps up and he's running with it. Escapes a defender. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 33. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Lawrence now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
As long as
Stay
these are the
home,
results
stay
he's getting,
home,
they're going to be
stay
just
home.
fine with him calling his
Stay
own number.
home,
He does
stay
such
home,
a good
stay
job
home.
of seeing the field
Stay
and knowing when
home,
it's his
stay
time
home,
to take
stay
it himself.
home.
4 downs
Stay
now to get in.
home,
Here's
stay
1st and
home,
goal.
stay home. Stay home, stay home, stay
A
home.
toss play to Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for 2.
The Jaguars will
He's throwing for it! And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the
American
first.
Football
Well,
Video
partner, maybe
Camera
not the record that
Television.
most people think of when it
American
comes to
Football
quarterbacks,
Video
but it's
Camera
certainly an impressive
Television.
accolade for him. The most
American Football
completions
Video
in a
Camera
single game.
Television.
Yeah, it feels like this was
American
communicated
Football Video
beforehand, right in the play. And listen,
Television.
we're running everything
American
through you.
Football
You're carrying
Video
us.
Camera
To his credit,
Television.
this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Has it downfield, working the left.
Stay home.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29.
Stay home.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Stay home. 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 Stay home.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push the lead up to 12.
52. Jaguars 40.
Saluting face American football, saluting face. 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 Saluting face American football, saluting face.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile.
Makes this a must-score series late.
Popcorn yellow striped smile.
You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile.
With it on first. A quick slant caught by Washington. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars down by 12. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Man in motion, headed right. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
10 more yards. Complete to number 12, Travis Hunter. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
In a good spot here, second and inches.
36-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Incomplete.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He's running for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
Finds his man over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Timeout taken by the offense, their second.
White Hart American football, White Hart. Love you gesture, American football, love you gesture.
Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches.
Face fuchsia flower shape.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First down throw, Lawrence. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Now to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars trim the deficit down to 5.
Jaguars 47.
Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Chiefs are able to make that
Satellite
recovery.
antenna
That should
red
lock
circle
up this
American
win.
football collision.
No question they wanted the
Satellite
ball back
antenna
late,
red
but
circle
you don't
American
see many of
football
these
collision.
recovered by the
Satellite
kicking team in
antenna
the
red
NFL.
circle American
You see
football
even fewer
collision.
recovered when they're actually
Satellite
expecting
antenna
it,
red
like
circle
they certainly
American
were
football
right there.
collision. Satellite antenna red circle American
The
football
Chiefs are headed
collision.
out, and we'll see Isaiah
Satellite antenna
Pacheco.
red circle
And those
American
legs
football
must be
collision.
tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Into the victory
waving,
formation they go,
hand
Brock,
pink
here on
waving.
first down.
Hand pink waving, hand pink waving. Hand pink
With the win
waving,
in
hand
hands,
pink
they'll take the
waving.
knee, let this clock run
Hand
out.
pink waving,
They
hand
could
pink
stop the
waving.
clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D,
it
all
is-
of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.